If you're a new coach, have you thought about hiring a coach to help you with your business? I know you've heard so many stories about the coaches have done this and not getting the results, and you might be a little scared on whether you should hire one. So, in this episode, we're going to talk about why you should have a coach, what to look for in a coach, and deciding on the pricing of how much you're willing to pay for a coach. Let's get started. Welcome to Queen's Rise to CEO, the podcast for women coaches and crafters on the journey to success. I'm your host, Talina Bacon, your go-to business strategy coach, supporting you on this adventure towards attracting clients and skyrocketing your sales. Picture this podcast as your cozy corner where I spill the tea on all things online business, from kickstarting your coaching or crafting journey to mastering organic marketing, client attraction, social media strategies, and so much more. Plus, I'll be talking about some of my coaching programs designed to help you create a strategy as unique as your business. With over 3 decades of experience, you can bet I've got some juicy stories to tell and insider secrets to share. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button or give me a follow, because when it comes to chatting about business, they say I've got the gift of gab, especially after a cup of coffee. So grab your favorite beverage, a pen, and some paper, and get ready to unleash your inner CEO. Let's do this. Hello, my creative queens and new coaches. So if you're a new coach, or if you're an existing coach and you've been in the business industry for a while, you might have had a coach and it was a good one, and you might have had a coach who wasn't so good. When I first started my coaching business, I was scared to have a coach. I was scared to hire a coach because I've heard so many stories about how you get gypped of your money, wasn't getting the results. They would make you seem like you had to actually pay them, otherwise your business wasn't going to succeed. That means you're taking money from this bill and that bill to help pay for this coach, and now you're wondering, hey, I done paid this money, I'm not getting the results, so now I've lost out all this money, and the coach was definitely a flop. But in all reality, the importance of a coach is to help you. This is just my opinion. In my opinion, when you're hiring a coach, you want that coach to help you with steps to move forward. So let's say 2 heads are better than 1, right? So you have a strategy, but you don't know exactly how to move forward with that strategy. That's where another coach comes in and gives you tips and guides you and tells you, hey, have you tried this? Have you thought about this? How do you feel about this? This is how a coach should help you. Should say, hey, if you want to work on this, we're going to work on this. But do you feel that it's a good fit for you? Do you feel that this is going to help you with your business? I don't ever want a coach to come in and tell me, okay, we're going to do this, and then if you don't do this, you're not going to be a coach. You don't want a coach to come in and tell you, no, you're going to need to do this strategy, because you want it to be where it's your strategy, is how you feel about your business. So when you get a coach, you want it to feel that it's right for you. And you don't want to spend so much money. I mean, coaches, there are lots of coaches out there, and the prices they charge are definitely what they feel they're worth. Now, can you afford it as a new coach? You may not. No, because you're just starting out. So the first thing you need to do if you're going to hire a coach is to figure out if they have a payment plan. Some kind of plan where you're paying each month, not giving them tens of thousands of dollars all at once. Some type of payment plan, and a payment plan that you can afford. I wouldn't suggest saying, here's X amount of dollars, I'm going to give you $3,000 a month for coaching. No, because I need part of that money to pay my bills. Come on, we got to be realistic with this. So, first of all, you want to have a coach who's going to be able to do a payment plan, and not want to say, well, no, I don't have a payment plan. When you decide you want a real coach, let me know. And then you feel so bad and feel like you're pushed into it. You don't never want a coach who's going to push you into working with them. That's not the coach for you. And you never want to have a coach who tells you, well, if you don't hire me, your business is going to fail. Run as fast as you can from those type of coaches, because they're not out to help you. They're out to get your money. And I know there's some coaches out there who may feel a tad bit pissed at me at this present time, but that's okay. I'm good with that, because I feel that when it comes to coaching and I'm helping somebody, any coach, when it comes to helping, we should be able to help them, not worry about, I need to make X amount of dollars, so I'm going to get on a call with this person and say, this is how much my fees are. And then if they don't, move to the next person. It's not a numbers game. And I know some coaches probably treat it as that, but I think it's wrong. And that's just my opinion. So let's say you're a new coach, right? And you're starting out and you see a coach that you want to work with. Now, I'm going to explain the process that I did. You can choose to follow the process that I did, or you come up with your own process. Whichever feels good to you, that's what you do. When I decided I wanted to hire a coach, I followed her. I joined her group. I listened to her trainings. Any type of trainings that she did, I joined them. I was in on every training she had. A few of them I paid for, and I listened to how she spoke and how it felt to me. I followed this coach for a while. I followed her for 6 months. When she did her courses, she would also do like group sessions. And how she related to every single one of them, it felt so comfortable and it made me feel at ease. Then I said, I like her as a coach. I want to hire her. But I was still scared because I heard so many bad stories about coaches of this, coaches of that. But still, I got on a call with her. It was one of her programs, and we spoke. Now, mind you, she went over her time. I was so grateful because she went over her time, because I was still a little leery and a little scared. And although the discovery call was, I think it was maybe 30 minutes, she stayed on with me for an hour. And I'm sure she didn't have to, but she did. And if I had any questions, she answered those questions. She didn't make me feel forced. She didn't tell me, well, you have X amount of time to get back to me. She's like, whenever you decide, I'm here. And that was it. And she left it alone, and that was the end of that. Let me tell you, ladies, as a new coach, I felt so much at ease. It was like a breath of fresh air. I wasn't feeling pushed. I didn't feel that urgency that I had to hire her right then and there. And when I told her about my situation, she even offered a payment plan, which was suitable for me. She was kind, she was fair, and did she deliver? Hell yeah, she delivered. She delivered on every point. I asked questions. She made me work. She asked me, what did you want to work on? And I told her this. And she said, okay, fine. We made a guideline and we made step by step. And as time went on, I would give her examples of things I did. She would correct it, tell me what I did that was incorrect, and gave me some advice on how I can make things better. As a coach, this is what you need. Someone is going to help you to make it better. Not someone to tell you, well, fine, you figure it out. She was the best coach ever. Now, I'm not going to share her name because I might hire her again. And let me tell you, I've hired her 3 times. And it's not because she didn't deliver. It's because in every stage of my business, I was getting higher and I needed more guidance. One time I hired her and she said, Talina, you don't need assistance. You got this. And I'm like, I know, but still, I just want to hire you again just to bump heads with you to, see what you think. And she was like, no problem. So when it got to the point when she told me, you're good, you really don't need me, you got this, it made me feel good. It made me say, okay, fine, but I still want to hire you, even if it's something small. And to this day, I thank her from the bottom of my heart. And you know what? Times come, my business is growing in a certain way, I'm going to hire her again. Because when you have a good coach, you hate to let them go. That's just the way it is. I know I don't need one, but I would hire her again because a different stage of my life and different stage of my coaching, it's always good to have one. So if you're a new coach, should you have a coach? Yes, you should. But do the research. You don't have to rush through it. Take your time and follow the coach that you want to work with. Matter of fact, if you have 3 coaches, follow all 3 of them. Find out the groups they're in and follow them in their groups. Join their mini courses and get to know who they are as a person. See how they respond to you as far as questions or any type of Facebook Lives they do, and follow what they do. Because when it all boils down to it, you want a coach that's going to be there for you, who's going to actually support you and not make you feel like a dollar sign. I know that sometimes you might be scared when it comes to hiring a coach. And you might be one out there that says, hey, I don't need a coach. I can do this by myself. And yes, you probably can. But you know what? Why chance it? Why chance it when you can actually hire someone? But don't rush into it. And look at their prices. Sometimes their prices can be a little bit outrageous. Oh my God. But then, hey, they're probably worth it. Find one that's fair, understanding, and willing to work with you. That's the kind of coach you need. And that's the kind of coach you should look for. Well, that concludes this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, when it comes to being a new coach, definitely hire a coach, but hire one that feels good to you. Because if that coach doesn't feel good to you, you're not going to want to work with that coach, and you're not going to put in the work. And remember, no matter what coach that you hire, you must put in the work. They're not going to do the work for you. Put in the work, and success will come your way. Hey there, lovely queens. Thanks for tuning into my podcast. Before you go, be sure to hit that subscribe button on your podcast app. I'm dishing out loads of valuable coaching and crafting tips, and I wouldn't want you to miss a thing. Your thoughts mean the world to me, and having you as a part of my podcast family is truly special. Before you go, here's a little nugget of wisdom I want to share. Love what you do, and the money will flow. So go out there, pour your passion into your craft, and watch the abundance flow. Until next time, take care, and we'll chat again soon.